What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy and welcome back to the channel, and today this marks episode number 2 of us working on our Hurricane Ian Special 2006 Dodge Charger RT Daytona, one of only 4,000 ever made with 55,000 original miles on only one owner. And yes, this sucker was flooded. As you've seen in the last episode, it definitely was flooded a little more than we thought, and it has a lot more damage than we thought. It looked pretty from the outside, and it definitely was hiding a lot of secrets on the inside. So there's a lot that we have to do today. I am excited / not so much, because I know what the next few hours are going to be, and that's us cleaning every freaking wire, connector, everything that's communicating with the battery to the computers. Everything is going to be touched today, and I'm not looking forward to it, but this is what I signed up for. I promised to get this charger running, and that's what we're going to do, guys. So without further ado, let's get this video going. All right, so the number one thing is we have let this bad boy sit for a little while. It's been a few days since we've been here waiting on a few modules to show up, because we need the TCM, or the transmission control module. We bought the amplifier because the water, if you guys remember, was well above the seat cushion, so all of this inside got wet. The trunk was full of water, and yes, as you can tell, we are looking at the fuse box. I'm about to discuss what we need to do there. We were getting power on the dashboard. Lights were on. We were able to roll the window up and down. Everything was working. Even with no key, it was still putting ignition on, so obviously there was some sort of short circuit somewhere. Now the battery is not dead, but we completely can't get any sort of power to the dashboard. So obviously everything is coming off the battery and going to this main fuse box here in the trunk. So that is going to be point of contact today, trying to figure out what we have to do to get this bad boy running. And as you can tell, but just from this salt water being in here in the fuse box, I mean, look underneath this thing. Like, look how full of just nastiness it is. All that white stuff at the bottom is all the corrosion coming off of the fuse box. Unfortunately, there's so many wires going to it that we can't just swap out parts. So I'm going to do my best to clean every single connector here. So by pulling the fuses and the relays, we're going to be cleaning them the best we can, trying to get all of them clean and get all that corrosion out of there. And then using this little piece right here, we're going to be sticking it inside with connector cleaner as well. So this is going to take a while, a few hours. Luckily, there's not a lot of fuses and relays in here. I knew what I was getting myself into, but at the same time, I was hoping it would be super easy, man. Change the oil, change the plugs, change everything, and then start it right up. Brandon told me otherwise. I should have listened. I'm not. This is not the point of him saying I told you so, because I know it's coming. Now, we did get a few pieces that came in. So like I said, we got the new transmission control module. We do have the amplifier as well, so both are here. This is our main point of under the hood, the fuse box itself, and the body control module that connects to it also. According to my buddy Ed, who is the master tech on Dodges, that part itself is called the totally integrated power module. So let me show you guys something. This fuse box right here, luckily, is not the type we have to pull each little wire out of it to disconnect it. It literally has like 4 or 5 plugs underneath, and you can swap out this fuse box. And the body control module, or as they call it, FCM, front control module. From this point, everything talks to all the other modules from the engine to the transmission. So it's absolutely something we need to replace. Now, it's called the total control management something. So this module right here, because we're about to swap it out and it didn't come originally from the charger, means we might have to actually get this thing programmed, which sucks, you know. So there's a lot that's happening, and it feels like the longer we let this thing to sit, the worse it's getting. So we need to clean this thing out. Brandon said for me to gut this car a long time ago, as we're doing on the Audi TT. If you guys haven't seen that episode, we are working on that as well. So we did buy 2 Hurricane Ian Specials. That one is going to be a track car, and surprisingly, even though I bought it for $400, is in a way better condition than this $1,500 Dodge Charger, and it's got a lot more miles on it. But that's another video. Definitely watch that one as well, because that's another nightmare in itself. But right now, for the next few hours, guys, I'm literally going to be sitting here and trying to get power back to the dashboard by cleaning all the fuses and relays. So I'm not going to film much of it. If anything cool, funny, exciting happens, I'll definitely let you guys know. I might have screwed up by buying this thing, but God, look how beautiful it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been about an hour now of total of cleaning, and look at this fuse box. Every terminal looks a lot better. Pulled every relay. Now the relays, we are going to replace these 3 right here and these, but the fuses all got pulled out, the broken ones. Now the funny thing is, one of these fuses, number 30, was actually for the ABS module, for all the modules for the engine control and everything. So that must be why nothing was coming on. And the other fuse on that same row there was for the window regulator and everything else that stopped working, if you guys remember from previous video. So a lot of progress here. I don't know if it's going to turn on. I hope the dash turns on. I really feel like that was the issue, and it was causing a lot of problems. But let me find where this terminal is at. I'm gonna hook on. I'm really gonna really pray that there's some lights come on or something. Is anything coming on, boys? There's lights on the dash. Oh my God. Hold up. No way. Door ajar. No way. Okay, okay. Put the key in. Put the key in. What do we got? Bro, the lights are on, man. Let's go.
Okay, I hear it clicking.
Yeah. Oh my God. Will it crank over? It almost like it wants to.
Something ain't.
You hear the click?
Happy still.
You hear that click?
The click's in the back.
Is it click in the rear? All right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna swap out the transmission control module, the amplifier. I know those mean nothing. And then, what do you think? Should we just go ahead and do the fuse box under the hood as well, man?
We might as well.
Might as well, dude. If we're there, I mean, we cleaned everything.
If anything changes.
We got power going to the motor now. Dude, we're getting close, man. We got power back on, dude. And it should stay on now because we cleaned everything, you know?
It should.
A lot of lubricant in there as well, a lot of grease for the connector. So let's go ahead and swap this out next. It's in that big box over there. And God, freaking praying and hoping we get some sort of light from the front of the motor now. So let's get that going. All right, guys, we swapped over the fuse box. The old one definitely was slightly kind of sort of extremely corroded. As you can tell, that white stuff on there, that's the front control module, body control module. All these connectors were corroded as well. So the fuse box itself is not pretty. Now, I think we are missing a few fuses, so we need to swap over. So I'll clean those the best I can. Two here.
A couple relays.
All of them. Golly.
All these fuses.
Yeah, and then two here. So they took all the small ones out, huh?
Yeah,
everything else here is good, except dang, they took all the small ones. But we got the small ones, right? So that should be a quick swap over.
We bought new ones of the small ones.
Yeah, so I don't even have to reuse those, right? Because they're corroded anyways.
Right, just put them back in there. That's
nice.
The same way.
Oh, that should be quick, guys. So as soon as we do that, I'm gonna start this bad boy up. I believe in it, man. It's gonna happen.
Cool.
He does not believe in Mopar. We'll change them, guys. We'll convert them over. Let's get these fuses swapped over and continue working on this bad boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, fuses are swapped over. Positive ground cable touching the battery. So we should have power now. Yeah, power on the dash. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, lights are on too. That's always a good sign. Special edition, that's right. Don't forget it. Oh. Stuff. Bro, shit, yeah, stuff is actually making noise. No, no! What is she doing? You hear that click? But I mean, like, you can hear, like, interior stuff is making noise.
Our auto body's moving. We're probably communicating with ECM now.
Bro, can we clear some codes and see what it does?
Yeah.
I'm gonna unhook the well, no, we need the battery on. We're just gonna plug in the OBD2 and see what it's reading. We didn't swap out the transmission TCU yet. We don't need to until we're actually, I mean, once we start cranking and we realize it's working, then we'll go ahead and do the transmission flush and everything else. But you said the throttle was moving?
Yeah, the throttle body moves when you turn it down.
Yes. Now, like I said, guys, this, yeah, the FCM is off of a different vehicle. Of course, we bought it used, so it might not be wanting to communicate or letting us start, but we're gonna see if we can actually got any sort of communication with the ECM period. Now, what we might do if we are actually getting communication, more of it, but you know, it's not starting, we might just swap over the old FCM or the front control module and see what it does. Man, don't get too excited, man, but this is really good news, guys. The noises we just heard were not there previously, and there were good noises, like the stuff you hear right before a car is about to crank over. So, oh, she wants to start. If she can just freaking start, man. All right, we're gonna check the OBD2, the codes, see what we got. If we got less codes, that's always good. Drop a like, drop a comment, man. What do you think, guys? Is this worth the time? I think it is. It's all about the reward, you know? And like I said, we spent $1,500, a little more than that now with the new battery and fuses and everything, but we are getting somewhere, and that's the best feeling ever at 10:20 at night. So we are definitely working into the night, but we got to get this bad boy running. That car right there is going to be running too. I haven't showed anything about it. That'll be in the next video, but I just love my chargers. Let's go ahead and check the codes real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a few days now since we worked on it, probably about a week or so. For whatever reason, some of my files got deleted, so I don't know where we're at on the process or where you're at on the process. Where we are is we clean the fuse box, we park the charger here, we're about got to get it on the lift because we just now realized by actually getting power to the fuse box in the front, which controls a lot of the engine components and stuff like that, and the control modules, we are getting power to the starter relay because it's clicking. So that means the power is making all the way to the fuse box, but that means what? We just probably need to get it on the lift and
get it on the lift, make sure we're getting power to the starter, make sure we're getting power to the starter solenoid when you turn the key.
Because I mean, honestly, I don't care about the interior stuff working. I just want the engine to freaking crank over, man. I think he's getting pretty tired of seeing this thing here at a shop, so we got to get it out of here, and I don't want to pay for a tow bill. But yeah, if we could get the starter to click, or it would get the power to the starter, I'm guessing the starter's fried. It has to be, because I know a lot of times when you get salt water, especially on the starter, that is the first thing to just completely stop working and soak up and get rusted and stuff. But that would be good news if we could figure out if it's the starter or not, because if it's the starter, put a new one on. And then the other one was the relay, or the relay for the ignition, spark plug and all that, and that was clicking as well. So the power is getting to the motor if the motor is just not doing anything. So let's just go ahead and get this sucker on the lift and check underneath, see what's going on. We might do a transmission flush while we're underneath there, maybe not, I don't know. Now, one thing Brandon is doing that I need to update you guys on the Audi TT is that he's actually using, and I hope he's not BSing me, but he's using vinegar, and he puts it in a big tub like this and then literally drops the whole fuse box in the tub. And he's saying he's got some, I'm sorry?
With salt.
With salt? What do you mean with salt?
Put salt in the vinegar.
Bro, we're getting rid of salt. You put salt in the vinegar?
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever he's doing is working, because there's a lot of good updates on that Audi TT, or the TT3 RS as we're calling it, since it's gutted and it's going to be a race car. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get this charger on the lift, and let's see if we get some more power and more life out of it. Whatever happened in between now and a week ago, for whatever reason, the dash does not light up, but all the ignition stuff is still kicking on. We're hearing all the fuel pump kick on, everything under the hood's kicking on. So this car is just all over the place. We really need to gut the interior, but in order to do that, we need to get this thing out of the shop and completely to my shop, where we can gut everything, put a dehumidifier in there, and do everything we need to do to make this bad boy come alive. But I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna get it on the lift and let's go. So we got under here. So as I figured, the starter is not pretty, and it does not seem to be pretty. But are we getting the power to that?
We are getting battery power to the big cable. So
really? Even how rusted it is?
Yep. The way a starter works is you should always have battery power on the big cable at the terminal.
Right.
And then when you turn the ignition key, it sends power through this connector to close the starter solenoid, which makes it make contact inside the solenoid and send power to the actual starter.
Okay.
So you should have battery power here all the time. And then when you turn the switch on, you should get battery power here, which I see a lot of corrosion coming out of this connector right here. So we're going to unplug this connector and get you to sit in the car and see if we're getting power to this connector.
When you get up there,
I'm going to let it back down.
Oh, okay, bet.
And get you to turn the key and see if we're getting power to this connector.
Oh. Okay. Wait, are you going to be under the car? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm going to put you in the car and put you up in the air.
No.
And I'm going to be down here.
That's a lot of weight, buddy. All right, let's do that and hope for some good news. Now, let's say if the starter is screwed. I know some people like tap on it with something to kind of...
We can hit it with a hammer, see if it makes it any better.
If not, we can just always slap a new one. But
yep.
God, that sucker's so rusted. I hope you guys can see it.
Pretty crappy looking.
The whole thing, even the top side of it. Now, is there a relay on top of the starter or no?
There's a solenoid on the starter.
That's right.
Which is this right here.
That's what kicks it on.
This is the actual starter. This is the solenoid.
So it gives it the signal, like you said.
Yep. Well,
all right, so what you guys didn't see is we figured out how to power because sparks were flying.
12.5 volts. It's got battery voltage.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so it is getting power to the relay.
Now we got to let it down and put you up in there and get you to turn the key.
Because then we'll see if it kicks on. Okay.
And then we're going to see if we got power to here.
God, that looks so nasty.
If we get power to here, then we're going to hit the starter with a hammer. And if it still don't work, we're going to go buy a new starter.
Bet. Sounds good. But if we're getting power here, obviously it should be cranking, right?
Right.
That's what that means. Wait, so we're getting close, bro?
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to get myself back in that car. And hopefully it's oh my God, bro. I'm so excited right now. Brandon, this is the biggest progress we've had in a while.
We don't have progress yet.
What do you mean it's not progress? We got power. That's literally all we need.
We've always had power.
Even if the injectors aren't clicking on, they'll still crank over, right? That's what it should do. So, all right, guys, well, we're gonna hop in. Where are the keys at? I probably lost them again, yes, sir. But that does not matter. I literally don't know where the keys are. You want me to do what now? Whenever you tell me to.
Whenever I tell you to, turn the key to try to start the car.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do right now. Is I'm gonna open the window just a little bit so I can hear you. Hold on, let me see if the window. The window works. All right, cool, yeah. All right. I'm going up, sir. Oh, God. And he's going to be under the car, guys. So my job is to literally just crank this right here and see what the starter's doing. That is a lot of weight on the driver's side. I'm just going to be honest. But yeah, the interior of this car is a complete mess right now because we tore everything out. We're gonna have to do it anyways. We're gonna have to replace all the center parts as long as it gets running. Just get this thing to run. That's all I'm asking. Hopefully the fuel is good. If we could just get it to crank over, that would be huge news, guys. Like, that would make me so happy right now. Hey, how far is he trying to go? Oh, God. Oh, dude, that was scary. Oh, that thing shook. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, we're getting battery voltage.
Hey, so it's a bad starter.
Let me hit it with a hammer. Stay up there.
Okay, hammer fixes everything, you know that. So we're getting power, we just need the starter. I knew it, I freaking called starter from a long time ago, and I hope I'm right. I really hope I'm right, because that gets us so close to... There you go. Put some power into it, man.
Hold on. Can't see what happened.
What was that?
It's the starter trying to work.
Dude, it's trying to crank over. Oh.
Okay, we need to go buy a starter.
Yeah, sounds good, man. We're gonna go get a starter. I hope they have one in stock. We're gonna slap it on. And that's it, guys. We're gonna roll into the sunset and everything's gonna be fine. Said nobody ever on the flooded car, but we're gonna do it. This will be a first. Let's go. All right, so for the people wondering, because we had to get the starter off to go get a new one, which is $150, this is what the backside of that looked like. So yeah, the flywheel and everything, if I could show you, but I don't have a hand, is super rusty in there. So not in the best condition, but we're gonna get a new one, and I'm pretty sure we'll get this thing to crank over. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, so we got a new starter in. Brenda did most of the work, but she's a lot more fancier and cleaner, and the terminal looks a lot better. $150 plus core charge, but they gave that money back, so not bad, guys. And this should hopefully fix the issue, right, Brandon?
Yeah, hopefully.
It'll be like a brand new car now. And if it does start, guys, what we're gonna do next is most likely a trans flush if it runs already. We still gotta put spark plugs in. I forgot we don't have spark plugs in there. So we're gonna reuse those because we didn't think we'd need some. Let's just get this bad boy cranked. I'm gonna go hook up the battery. I'm not even gonna skip parts on this bad boy. Here we go. Oh, stuff is still flickering under here. God. Oh. Okay. All right, it's like some paranormal activity. Oh, here we go. You can hear the fuel pump. Oh, survey says. Oh shit, dude, no way! Brandon! Dude! Okay, do I keep cranking?
Yeah, it shot water out.
Oh my god, bro, no way. Oh, dude, hold on, oh my god, I know where to put the camera. Yes! Yo! Yes, bro! Oh, my wife is gonna get the biggest I told you so ever, bro. Oh my god, I told you it's the starter. Oh, okay. Hey guys, everybody calm down. Look, it's not a big deal. We knew it all along. Okay, it's whatever. Oh, it's not whatever. That is so sick. Okay. All right, spark plugs, right?
Yep,
spark plugs.
Spark plugs, coils, and we'll try
Check
again.
Fuel, make sure fuel is good. And we'll try again, bro. It might start. Oh my god, bro. What if it starts?
Then it'll run.
Then, okay, smart. I mean, smart butt, excuse the language. Dude, oh my god, man. My faith was like, it's just like, you know, when you're hitting the top or you're about to jump off a cliff, like, I was like, if this don't work, I don't know where to go from here. None of the interior lights are working, I don't care, because as long as the motor runs and I can put it in gear, the rest is fine. So, well, before we put it in gear, I think we'll definitely do a transmission flush. So, give us some time. We're gonna put some spark plugs in this bad boy. We're gonna hear that exhaust, man, that Borla exhaust and that intake. You even started laughing, but I haven't heard you that excited in forever. Because he made this bet, well, almost, that The Audi was going to run before this because, you know, he's an Audi expert. So, but we have put a lot more hours into this car than the other one. All right, guys, spark plug time. Let's do it. Spark plugs are in. Coil packs are in. Everything is hooked up. Fuel line is back on. I mean, literally at this point, the car, in a very, very perfect world, should start and run. Let's do it. You ready, Brandon?
Ready.
Here, we're about to hear some American Eagles right here. Oh, all right. So, oh my God, I'm freaking out. All right, let's get in here. Oh boy. Okay. I hope she's still in neutral. Let's put her in park and make sure she locks in. All right, guys. Oh, wish me luck. 3, 2, ignition on. It's like starting to fight a jet. Bro! No way! Oh my God! Yo, we gotta go! Dude! Look at that, it's not even that bad of smoke! Dude, that took nothing! Oh my God! $1,500 2006 Charger R8 with what? 60,000 miles? 50,000 miles! There she goes, she waking up now, boy! I am so stoked right now. Sounds perfect. That Borla exhaust. Oh, okay, all right. We have a few kinks to work out. We still gotta do a transmission flush. We gotta do that before we even try to put it in drive. I feel like, or what do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, I can't believe this. Bro, they know I gotta give it gas. Like, I gotta give it gas, man. Oh, this is so sick, guys. I cannot believe this right now. Oh, I am not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Look, no gauges are on at all. Nothing is working. Headlights are on, even though I turned them off, they're still on. So, oh, let's give it some gas. All right, got a little paranormal activity there. That's weird. The gas pedal's stuck. Yeah, the gas pedal's stuck, bro. I pressed it and let it off, and it's still stuck.
Probably just corrosion on the, it's all electronic.
Oh, it's electronic.
So
yeah,
it's probably corrosion on the gas pedal.
Kind of misfired a little. I think it needs to idle for a while, but the gas pedal was kind of halfway down. Yeah, we
reach down there and pull the gas pedal back up.
I'm gonna see if I can do that. Okay. Ow. It doesn't really want to go back up. I'm about to start it again. There's like no throttle response at all. I'm pushing it, I don't know if you guys can see. So probably everything underneath the dash needs to be definitely replaced. But the fact is the motor runs. So all I need next is transmission flush. And then I can, I'll still probably tow it to my place, man, to be honest with you. And then I can gut the interior and literally work on everything, you know what I mean? So, God, that sounds so good. Hey, I'm still happy, man. That's fine. The fact it's running is good news. Now we'll start piecing everything together on the inside. So that's totally fine with me. Just seeing the lights come on and everything else, totally fine with it. We'll probably let it run for probably 10 minutes or so just to really clear out as much of that salt and whatever else is in the exhaust. Fuel obviously is good. I don't think I feel any misfire really, but again, I can't tell because the check engine lights or nothing is on the dash. In the next video, we're gonna be having this at our shop already, and we're gonna be gutting the interior. We're gonna see what other damage we can find in here, what parts we can already order by that time. So whenever I come back, we're gonna start piecing this thing back together and hopefully get it on the road. But the awesome thing is, guys, is the car freaking runs. All thanks to Brandon, of course. Rennwerx here, man, always staying late to get these awesome projects running that we honestly did not think would happen, but God, that is so sick. Smoking exhaust, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your support. If you love what you've seen, if you want to see this thing on the road doing burnouts and stuff like that, definitely drop a subscription. Enjoy the content that's coming, guys. Thank you so much for being awesome followers. Drop a like, drop a comment. I would love to hear what you want to see happen with this thing. Should we put some twin turbos on here? Supercharger? I don't know, but we will do it. Thank you so much. Enjoy your lives, enjoy your cars, and I will see you next time. Peace.